Hey everyone, you're watching CFTV. I'm James. I'm pleased to be joined today by Tom Milligan, Director of Channel for Sharpen Technologies. Tom, how are you today?
Absolutely terrific, James. It's great to see you. Great to talk to you again.
It's always a great chatting channel, chatting strategy with you, Tom. Could you tell for the audience a little bit about Sharpen? Like what do you make? What's your strategy? Markets do you serve? Tell us all about it.
Yeah. Well, Sharpen has been around since 2011, and here in the channel, a lot of people have never heard of us. And I've been at the company for just over a year, and I hear all the time from people like, "Who is Sharpen?" But it's really because we've kind of dabbled in the channel since 2011, but not really focused on it until this last year or two. And we've really doubled down, if you will, on the channel. And so we are a CCaaS provider. We do offer UCaaS as well, but our primary focus is CCaaS. We focus on the mid market. So rather than most of our competitors are chasing those enterprise deals, those 500 seats and above, we focus on that 50 to 500 seats. We also kind of focus, we're never exclusive to any industry, of course, but our marketing and our sales efforts tend to focus on like healthcare, financial services, retail, e-commerce, that kind of thing.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about what makes some of those segments a little bit different, like whether that's the mid market or healthcare or so forth? Anything that makes those customers unique? Any interesting lens there?
Well, what makes them unique to us, of course, is that our product, our application was designed specifically with the agent in mind, because in those industries and in a lot of industries, but again, typically those industries, the agents have to have multiple applications running, different systems, CRMs, ERMs, that type of thing, and and they have to have those things running. There's a lot of alt tabbing going on. So we designed our interface specifically for the agent's ease of use. So it's an agent first mentality. And so everything is at the agent's fingertip.
I love that. Could you talk a little bit about the differentiators between Sharpen and other CCaaS providers?
Sure. Yeah, that's a really great question, actually, because the way I look at this, you have to look at any CCaaS provider, you have to look at it from two different sides, especially when we're talking here in the channel. You've got to have the customer side and the partner side. And hopefully everybody agrees that the customer side is the most important. So when you look at the customer side, there's a dirty little secret that most CCaaS providers don't want to talk about. And that is that like 95% of what we do is exactly the same as all of the rest of the CCaaS providers. It's that 5% that sets one apart from the other in a given deal, that is. One of those things that we do, like I said a few minutes ago, we focus on the mid-market. We don't try, we do have enterprise-sized customers, but our focus is that 50 to 500 seats, which makes up the vast majority of the contact centers in our country. And so what we do is we focus on making sure that our mid-market customers get the same technology or even better technology than what's available to the enterprise companies at an affordable price. So that's kind of the first thing that sets us apart. That's the first part of our 5%. The next thing is that we really hang our hat on is our customer service. We have award-winning customer service. We don't outsource any of it. It's all US based with badged employees handling customer service. So we win a lot of awards for our customer service. We really try to take care of these customers. And then, of course, when you talk about differentiators, you can't say anything in 2025 unless you talk about AI. And so our AI, we actually call it usable AI. That's a term we've trademarked because AI today is kind of this nebulous term. Everybody says, I need AI, but nobody knows what it's supposed to do. So what we've done is we've packaged our AI and we think about AI in three buckets. The first bucket is pre-contact or pre-call. The next one is during the call. And then the last one is, of course, post-call. And we have specific functions within our AI for each of those three buckets. Most of my competitors, when you say, I want your AI, it's months of design, months of deployment, and tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ours is a click of a button, and it's $15 a month per agent. So it's affordable, it's deployable, it's usable. So those are the three things that we talk about when we talk on the customer side of what makes us different. I could go on for another hour if you want, but if we can then just kind of move on to the partner side. If I'm a TA or a partner in the channel, obviously I care about getting my customer the best product, but I also care about making money. I'm not in this for my health. So we also have deployed or launched a program we call Sharpen Up. And Sharpen Up is our partner program. We don't do spiffs. And I know that's kind of crazy in this world, but we just don't like spiffs because they're unpredictable. They're short term. They force partners to do stuff that they normally wouldn't do. So we've created Sharpen Up, which is a long-term program that puts the control in the hands of the channel partner. It pays 40% commission for the first year and 25% every year thereafter. There are bonuses involved, consistency bonuses. There's MDF available to these members. We believe it's the greatest program in the channel. So try to provide a product for the customer that they want, provide the best partner program. We think that really sets us apart.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting or cool that, every other spiff I've seen, it's 5 to 6 pages of lots of wording that I don't know what it means. And right. So I assume there's a lot of like caveats in there, but you laid it out for me. You talked about the seats, it was a sentence. It was really a sentence.
Yeah. Well, I learned a long time ago, one of my mentors, I was looking at a job many years ago, and I wasn't sure about the comp plan. So I actually sent my offer letter over to my mentor and I said, "What do you think about this?" He called me and he says, "Tom, what I've learned is that anytime it takes longer than 5 minutes to understand your comp plan, you're getting screwed." And so I've really tried to take that to heart for the rest of my life. Yeah. When I design a comp plan, when I look at a comp plan, if I don't understand it in less than 5 minutes, I'm getting screwed. And when you look at a spiff that's a 3-line spiff and 8 pages of caveats and disclaimers, yeah, you're probably getting screwed.
There's a landmine there. There's a trap. So in addition to Sharpen Up, what else are you doing around differentiation?
Well, I've spent my entire career in the CCaaS space. And so in my world, everybody sells CCaaS. But in reality, there's a good number, and some people say 60, 70, or even 80% of the channel partners out there don't actively target CCaaS customers. So with that in mind, we've established a program, we call it CX Masters, where we travel the country and we teach a 2-hour course designed to help non-CCaaS selling channel partners become CCaaS selling channel partners. It's the most lucrative product in the channel. Most of these people have dozens or even hundreds of customers that they could go after and actually approach with CCaaS if they just had the right tools and backing to do so. So we've been teaching these since October. We have 20 more cities planned. We are teaching 4 of them at Channel Partners this year. It's a free course. It's really just something we're trying to do to help channel partners make more money. Obviously, we hope that they'll bring those deals to us, but it's not a Sharpen commercial. It is truly an educational 2 hours. And then, of course, we have a graduation party afterwards. You can't do one of these without a party.
Of course not.
So that's what we're trying to do, is help people become CCaaS sellers.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good goal, Tom. And I think that you're onto something there. I think both with Sharpen Up and this idea of just seeing the greenfield opportunity for so many of these partners that are they know it's lucrative, but I think they aren't all as ready to make that step into selling CCaaS quite yet. But to have that help is big.
Yeah, I will tell you, one of our earliest graduates from our course, again, that's kind of a grandiose term for a 2-hour course, but one of our earliest graduates back in October, she's making a great living selling circuits and basically circuit slinger. Working with us, we were able to get into her customer base. We helped her identify the right customers to go after, and we are poised to close a couple of deals with her, and just these 2 deals will double her income.
Nice.
So it's working. This is a long-term project, and it takes those partners who have customers, have a customer base, have relationships with their customers, and are looking for ways to increase their revenue. And I think we can help them with that.
Excellent. Well, Tom, this is a great talk. It's exciting to learn more about Sharpen and what you're doing with partners and with customers. Love the focus that you're putting out there. Anything you want to say before we close?
I just hope you'll come, the partners will take a look at us at sharpencx.com and take a look at our partner program. It's the most lucrative program in the industry.
Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for watching, everybody.